Here's my racing rig right now as it stands. I'll go ahead and explain a little bit about it, kind of show the different components and what's required to make something like this work. First, let me start with the wheel. Now, this is the Fanatec Porsche 911 Turbo S wheel. Last I checked, this wheel was sold out. There is a replacement, the Fanatec Porsche GT2 wheel. Wheel works with Microsoft Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and works on PC. High quality wheel, really nice piece of equipment here. Comes with the optional H shifter and a sequential shifter. I have the H shifter I'm using right now, and as you can see, I've actually mounted it here. It's been mounted to the Playseat. So let me go ahead and explain a little bit about the Playseat. This is just a standard model, black one. I think I got it for about 250 bucks a couple years back when it was on sale. There's a bunch of different models floating around. One of the drawbacks to the Playseat, kind of an inconvenience, is this pole right here. You really have to position things just right so that pole doesn't interfere when you're trying to drive, especially if you're doing heel-toe shifting. Kind of can be a problem. It's not really an issue if you're not heel-toe shifting. Left foot braking, right foot braking, I can do all of that, but when I really get to moving my legs around, I have to kind of be conscious that the pole is there. At the time, the Playseat was really the only available option. If I could do it all over again, I would definitely get one of those new Buttos. That would really eliminate this problem right here, and I think cost-wise, they're about the same. The Playseat also has a couple of additions that I've gotten, some accessories. I've added the seat slider here. Lets me get in and out of the seat. Works just like one on a car. It's got a lever here. Slide the seat forward, slide it back. So I get in and out of the seat, slide it all the way back, get in, slide it all the way forward, I'm good to go. I also have the optional shifter mount here. Now this shifter mount was designed for the Logitech G25 and G27 shifters. The pre-drilled holes line up just right for those shifters. It's a plug and play solution there. But with the Fanatec shifter, the mount didn't work. I've kind of fabricated a U-bolt here. Taken two brackets, bolted them together, drilled a couple of holes, slid some bolts into the shifter here where the chopsticks usually hold it into place. It's rock solid. The only wiggle here is from the actual Playseat. That shifter ain't going nowhere. It works good for what I did. Let's see, we also have Clubsport pedals here. These are the optional pedals for the Fanatec wheels. They also work with G27 and any other wheel on the PC. It's got a USB port. You can plug it directly into a PC and use it with any wheel. On the consoles though, it only works with the Fanatec wheels. Have to use the cable here that connects to the pedals. I think that's it for the wheel and the pedals and the seat. I also have 3 Xbox 360s down here. Just off camera you can't see, and I'm not going to pull everything out, but right in here on the other side of that I have my cable modem and a router. Each of those 360s are hardwired into the router. Each of these 360s also have a copy of the game in them. Three copies of the game. Now they're turning on now. System's booting up. So I'm going to go ahead and leave them on. Show how it works. See, each Xbox has its own screen. Completely independent of each other. As of right now, there are just 3 Xboxes on the same network. 3 different usernames. I want to close them up. Go ahead and launch the game. While it's launching, I'm going to show the back of the monitor stand here. This is a, let's see, Ergotron. That's the brand name on it down here. Ergotron. triple screen mount, designed for PCs obviously. They make them up to 6 screens, 3 on top, 3 on bottom. Don't remember exactly how much it costs, but it fit perfectly for the screens that I was already using. Screens are Samsung Sync Masters, let's see, 2 millisecond response rate. I don't know. They look good. They're nice screens. They are kind of old. I've had them for a couple of years, so I don't have the HDMI inputs on them. So what I'm doing is I'm using the VGA cables. See, the VGA cables all go there, down there, down there, and it's kind of dark. Let me get a flashlight. Oh, I don't have a flashlight. Alright, well, you can see that they're connected to the Microsoft Xbox 360 cables, and that lets me play the Xboxes through the computer screens. Now the game's on, so turn the volume down here. The sound system I'm using is a $40 Kobe PC 5.1 surround system. I'm not too big into the sound on this. Most of the times I'm using those headphones right there, the Triton, what are they, the AX360s. Those are 5.1 headphones. Here's the little unit for the Tritons. See the optical cable there. The computer surround sound system, the whole reason I got this is because you can plug it directly into the Triton without any additional receivers. So paid 40 bucks just to have some speakers when I wanted them, but like I said, most often I'm using the headphones. There's the RCA cables that go into the back of the AX360 thing here. See, all the sound goes out there. All goes into the back of this receiver unit here, and then the speaker outs. Right now I've got my rear right surround speaker right on the desk. What I do when I'm playing is I take this little drum seat here, take that speaker, put it on the seat. When I'm done, put it back over there. No reason for me to get speaker stands or go all out on this particular system with the sound, because let's face it, nobody else in the house wants to hear me racing at full blast. Now I have, back to the screens here, you'll see that multi-screen client status on the left and the right screen say connected. Now these are game dependent options. I've already gone in and set up the gamer profiles to load into this client status when the game loads. All the actions on the center screen here. Let me go ahead and turn the wheel on. It's a power switch there. And once it's on, you can see the Xbox guide button. I don't know if I mentioned that there's also paddle shifters on this wheel. I think pretty much every wheel on the market has paddle shifters, so not really worth mentioning. You can upgrade them to some carbon fiber or aluminum ones, I think. I haven't done it, mainly because I use that. Alright, so the wheel's on. You can kind of see the buttons are lit up on there. It's synced up with the center Xbox. I'm going to go ahead and load into the game just like you normally would. Select my hard drive here. Turn the sound back up a little. Still says connected on the left and right screens. While that's loading, this TV stand that I have here has a back shelf on it where I can keep all of my games. You see I got 3 copies of Forza, a bunch of other games here, some extra hardware down in there. I do play games other than Forza on occasion, and when I do, it works on just the center screen, obviously. Playseat's still pretty comfortable for those long sessions though. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go into my career here. There's one of the cars that I made. Let's see. Go race. Go to event list. What's cool? There's something I can get into without having to change a different car. We'll go to this track here. Go ahead and sit down. Now, there's already plenty of videos of me actually playing. I'm just gonna throw this one on to hire a driver. I just want to show everyone how it loads up, since most of my videos jump right into the gameplay. See, all the screens are synced. They're all loading. I'll probably edit this part out before I post it online. It's kind of taking a while. Alright, 3 screens. Only one screen in the middle has any options. Go to, oops. Hire a driver. A lot of people complain about the bezels. That's the gap in between the screens due to the edge of the screens. Some of the other rigs that I've seen, they've overlapped the screens. My particular stand, I can't really do that. It's pretty snug fit. There's not really much room for adjustment. But I've hidden that black space out. You can see when the video starts here that the track lines up pretty good. So I don't have any complaints. You stop noticing that as soon as you start racing. It doesn't bother me at all. There you can see sometimes right when it's loading up, you'll see a few little glitches. The car may not line up. Let's turn the volume down a little. Those glitches, when it's loading, go away. You can see when I lower the camera down to eye level, everything lines up nice and smooth. You can look into the turn here. Look into the turn. Makes finding your apex is really easy. Other cars are up next to you. You just look over, see when you're clear. Really adds a lot. Now, this is not a gameplay video, obviously. If you want to see one of those, watch some of my other videos. This was just to explain how it's all set up. So I hope I answered some questions that I get a lot. Hope it wasn't too boring.